Hello, beautiful souls. So, I want to talk a little bit about how, if you're following me, please do subscribe. Always talking about love and light. I'm always talking about positivity. I'm calling myself positively random because I live my life in the flow randomly and I try to stay as positive as possible. This does not mean that I haven't been through the hard times. I talk about this so frequently because I went through hardships like everyone else. My life wasn't always positive. I had to learn this. And I was blessed to have a really difficult family, as most of us were. And what I did was worked hard on dealing with the attachments to the story. I let them go. I was able to look at everything in my life and go, okay, you know what? It all happened for a reason. And what did it teach me? So the fact that I had a bipolar mother who I was so resentful of that I never had consistency and stability, and I never knew if the roof was going to fall, was the sky going to fall. Every day, every moment was unpredictable. And so what I learned from that, though, was that it made me the most flexible, chameleon-like, adaptable person to any situation, frequency, energy, or in a experience. I am so flexible because of that. And I learned how to recognize mindset and emotions and how all of those things play a role in our ability to live life happily or not. And so I was able to look at my life and go, okay, you know what? I got two choices. I could be like this or not be. It was like that statement, like to be or not to be. That is the question. I was like, yeah, it is the question, because I can choose to be like this and just like I watched my family with all their mental health almost, well, they did. They accepted it. They were like, well, this is what they said. I was diagnosed, and so it is what it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. I can clearly see, because you've shared with me your entire life how you had a really difficult life, and the traumas that you went through, you didn't deal with. So it went somewhere in you and messed up your head. And because you didn't work through any of it, well, then it just piled up into volcanoes and it erupts and it becomes all kinds of other things that it doesn't need to be. So I'm obsessed and have been my whole life trying to understand how to help people. Here's the thing I realized: you have to want to help yourself. You have to want to not feel the feelings you're feeling anymore if they're not good. And that means recognizing, well, what do I need to shift then? What attitude do I need to change? What perception or attachment do I need to let go of? Because please understand this. Please know there's such a thing as a placebo effect. It's like our minds are so powerful. If you choose to believe something, you will become it. 100%, okay? Listen to this story. There was a woman, I studied this in social work. She truly believed that she was pregnant. She had not had intercourse. Her body, because she believed it so strongly, actually created all of the physical dynamics of pregnancy. And she was not pregnant. Literally got the baby bump, had all of the physical symptoms, went in for delivery, and they were like, it became a huge case study because they were like, how did this woman, just based on her belief, create the physical symptoms, the physical elements of an actual pregnancy when she was not actually pregnant? Because she believed it. So if you can understand that the placebo effect is real and that it doesn't matter what you choose to attach to, if you attach to something, whatever it is, you will become it. You choose to believe it. If you say, I am whatever that you are, you will become it. So it doesn't matter what it is. You can undo it or you can magnify it. Does that make sense? And this is what I've learned, and I've seen it many, many, many times. And if you research this, if you look up miracles, they call them miracles, it's your mind. Because there's people who are diagnosed whatever and told, you've got 1 month to live. And 10 years later, right? Because they went, nope, not fallen for that. And then there's others that are told, oh, you have this and that. They believe it. And then they start to look for all the signs and symptoms, and they find them and they create them, and then that they are. Because you said it, because you agreed to it, because you believed it, because you looked for it, you found it. Does that make sense? And so that's why I talk all of the time, as much as I can, to try and hope that something I say resonates with someone to go, hey, wait a minute, this is a choice. I can shift my mind and I can start thinking different and I can let go of this. Yeah, it just means replacing it with new thoughts. So again, I'm asking you, follow, subscribe, because I'm going to give you all kinds of new ways to look at your life, new ways to feel. Everything is energy and everything is frequency. And a lot of times all you need is a cleanse from that. Reiki does that. If you don't know what Reiki is, follow me. If you would like a session, message me, because energy healing is real. It's something that we don't pay enough attention to. It's not taught in westernized society because we are the main consumers of the billion-dollar industry. And so if you are aware of that, then it makes sense how anything natural that can help us heal didn't really make it into our civilization. But in most every other culture, they're completely aware of the power of healing through energy and cleansing all of that does not serve us. So that's really important because we're in a world right now that is distracting you from even thinking about this stuff. If you're watching this video right now, you might think, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And you're going to scroll on to the next thing and totally forget about applying it. That's also the difference. So again, if you're not following me, please do, and go watch my video on distractions and how that's what's destroying us. So I'm wishing everybody so much love and light, because we all have a choice right now. Rise and shine or fall. It's up to you. The choice is real. And I'm wishing everyone the ability to come back to your inner knowing, because it's all within you. You have all of the answers that you could ever need and want within you. So much love and light. So much love and light.